Hi, I'm Jennifer Janet with Coldwell Banker Professional Associates. Today is Quick Tip Tuesday. Sellers, what do you do now? The buyer has delivered an inspection notice to you and they have some requests. Of course, everyone's personal situation is different, but the first thing you need to do is to review the inspection reports and their requests. That way you can better understand what they're asking for and what was discovered on your property. Now you have a couple choices to make in response to the buyer's requests. One, you can agree to satisfy their requests and the contingency is resolved and everything progresses towards closing. Your second option is to maybe satisfy one or more or pick out items that you want to satisfy. So basically you're counter offering back to that buyer. And your third option is to say no. Now, if you choose options 2 or 3, the buyer can then respond back to you. So it is a negotiation process. But what should your response be is probably what you're really wondering. It's a little bit intimidating, sometimes it's stressful, but more than anything, it's important to just analyze all of the information that you have to make the best decision. So first of all, you want to determine if their requests are requests that the next buyer may ask for as well. So for instance, will this affect my ability to sell the property down the road to another buyer if the buyer that you currently have and yourself do not reach an agreement? Would these things perhaps cause you to receive a lower price in the future? Would you still have to fix them in order for the next buyer to make that purchase? And that could be dependent upon the buyer's loans as well. So it is good to understand as well what is happening or what happened during the showing period of your home. Were there numerous showings when your house debuted on the market, or was that activity a little slow? What was the feedback from the previous buyers that you got? So this is a good way to feel out whether you believe additional buyers would have interest in your property. Now, of course, this has been a very favorable market for sellers, and sometimes sellers don't have to negotiate anything on their inspection period and their inspection notice. However, there are times when sellers are faced with the decision to work with a buyer further and make repairs or adjustments to their property. So there are a lot of factors to consider. And as I mentioned in the very beginning, everyone's situation is different. But it is best to seek the advice from your real estate professional because they see the trends, they see what other sellers have potentially experienced, and they can also tell you what other sellers have possibly had regrets about when it's come to the inspection negotiation process. So if I can answer any questions further about inspections or how to handle that process, I would be happy to connect with you and chat about that further. You can message me, email, text, send a comment below, or call. As always, when you think real estate, think Coldwell Banker Professional Associates.